sleepy face, but doesn't matter at all, I think.
Nah, no problem.
Uh,
Is there
so
anybody else joining, or is it just yourself?
no, just myself for today. Hmm,
Okay, awesome.
Look, I'm having breakfast.
No, no problem. All right, everyone. Well, welcome to the Latinav Aero. Hopefully, I say that correctly. Um, AMA here at Whale Watchers. For those that might not know me, my name is Shono. Today, we're doing a breakfast AMA with the team members at Latinav Aero. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, pretty much good. Let it nap.
Latinav, awesome. All right, and yeah, well, I guess welcome to Whale Watchers, and thanks for hosting the AMA with us. Yeah, we'll let you do an introduction and let people know who you are and get started talking about yourself and the rest of your team. And then once you've done an introduction, we can start to talk about the project, and that will allow more people to join as well, which the numbers are slowly climbing anyway. So
Sure. Will you let me share the screen as well?
yes, please go for it. I enjoy presentations like this, so it's good.
Yeah, because I want you to. I mean, I want to show you that Latin Nav actually exists since 2015. It's not just that it got started with the token, but uh, it is previous to the token. The token is pretty early, right? We launched Latin Nav token in December last year. Let me just share the screen here. All right, share screen, Latin Nav. Very good. So you want me to speak a little bit about the team, right?
Yeah, yourself and the team, and then yeah, we can start talking about LatNav.
I'm the founder of Latin Nav. I'm gonna speak on behalf of the whole team. And Latin Nav actually exists since 2015. As you can see, this is the institutional website. This website has been created to actually explain what Latin Nav does, and it's like a couple of years old already. This is not the tokens website. This is the Latin Nav project website.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, we provide services for aviation applications. The aviation applications are generally applications that pilots use to plan their flights and to navigate. And we have clients out there in New Zealand, for example, Australia as well. There's a lot of aviation activity out there. So what we basically do is administrate information that is needed for the applications that pilots use. It's just like let's say the GPS for a car, but this is to navigate in the sky, right? So you need like a piece of information important for the planes not to crash, for the planes to know where they go, for the routes, because in the sky you have flight routes for the planes to know where to land, everything related to airports, airspaces, navigation on the plane, right? That's
Got
what
it.
we basically do since 2015. So this is not just that I came out with the idea of Lighted Nav and I built the token. No, this is pretty different. Okay. I decided to come into the cryptocurrency world because I have experience from previous projects, right? We have experience on the aviation industry and 2 years of experience here in the cryptocurrency world. That's why I decided to bring LatinNav to the decentralized market. So that's a little bit about what LatinNav does before the token. There's more information in latinnav.com. I'm also a pilot myself since 2010. I fly airplanes, not commercial airplanes, but the smaller ones, like Cessna, Piper, those small planes. I fly them since 2010.
The more
And
dangerous.
regarding that, you can actually go to latinnav.finance or latinnav.press, because I've seen that people from the Philippines, from China, from Pakistan, they are unable to access the website .finance. So I generated an alternative domain, which is latinnav.press. They can access that through that domain. Go to the team part and click on me on this little badge here. And you're going to be able to actually see my pilot license it is provided by the aviation authority here in Argentina. So as you can
Amazing.
see, I'm fully doxed. You got all my information here. I'm very transparent, and I'm also KYC. So that's a brief introduction about LatinNav.
Amazing. Sebastian, right? Yeah, it is Seb. Yep.
Yeah, Sebastian.
And what about the other members of your team? Are they also pilots? What's their deal? And how did they get involved with you? Are they your friends, or are they, you know, yeah, how did that partnership form?
Yeah, the part of the team working, providing services, they are also pilots. But the part of the team for the cryptocurrency part, they are not pilots. We know each other because we've been working in the decentralized market in different projects. So yeah, it's two different teams, right? The team for the aviation stuff and the team for the LatinNav token stuff. The team for LatinNav token stuff can be actually served on the latinnav.finance website. And if you click on them, you got a little bit of a background for each of the team members. Our main team is 4, but we're a little bit more. They are not just on the website. I mean, the main decisions are taken by these 4 people and the main tasks. Well, I guess I invite you to go to the website, latinnav.finance and latinnav.press, and go check yourself. People attending here, the AMA, you can go and read about each of the members.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it. So, Seb, just a few questions from me just before we get further into the token side of things. So, maybe you will explain it a little bit later on, but just wanted to find out a little bit more about the synergy between aviation and blockchain in your project and how that all ties together. So maybe if you can just understand what benefit the blockchain has with regards to LatinNav and your product, that might help us understand the token a little bit more. And sorry if I'm jumping ahead, you're probably going to explain this anyway, but I just thought I'd ask the question.
Well, I was eating a cookie. If you check on the screen that I'm sharing, that's the main use case This is what I've been planning for the last years. Not actually. At first, I was not planning this to be integrated in the blockchain, but now that I have experience here and I know that it can work, it's been implemented. But before my experience with the blockchain and the decentralized market, I was building a database, a public database for pilots and aviation people, community. You might be thinking only about pilots. The people think that there are few pilots in the world, but that's not true. I'll give you an example. Just in Brazil, we have over 50,000 pilots, active pilots. So imagine over the world. In Argentina, we have between 12 and 15,000 pilots active. So worldwide, we have hundreds of thousands of pilots, but aviation community is not just pilots. It's all the people working for the aviation industry, which is millions of people. So I came up with this idea of the platform, right? Which we call data to earn because it's linked to the cryptocurrency world. This platform has aviation information. Now it's been in it's in its earliest stage. I'm inviting people to go create an account. It's very easy and it's for free, of course. You go create an account and you start interacting with this platform that is based on earning points. If you add, for instance, an airport, and you're gonna see the airport that you added on the map, you're gonna start earning points. If you add friends to your profile, because this is like, it's not just an aviation database, it's also a social network. So you can interact with people inside a platform. You can publish posts. You can send friendship requests. You can make reviews. So every single action you do, you get points for every single action.
Right.
Those points are considered for the rewarding system. And the rewarding systems is like passive rewards. You interact with the platform and you earn tokens. You accumulate tokens based on the points that you are earning. Why do I do this? Why do I propose this? Because that's the way we encourage people to interact with the platform. And I tell you why I need a lot of interaction. This is latinnav.app, right?
Yep.
I'm in the About section, which explains briefly what this data to earn is about. Well, you sign up, you contribute, the information is validated because you're not going to earn points just for adding any trash information. It has to be a valid piece of information. Once the information is validated, you earn points. What's the goal? The goal is to generate massive traffic. Thousands of people at the same time interacting. That means a lot of traffic, and that means create an attractive environment for big companies to run ads. Those big companies are going to run ads by paying in LatinNav tokens. People from the aviation community are going to have exclusive features that are going to be paid in LatinNav tokens. So a lot of people from the aviation community are gonna use the tokens that they purchase to access the feature. That means they're gonna buy and never sell because those tokens are gonna go for the exclusive features. And the people that are not familiar with the aviation industry are going to be able to create the account, interact, and earn tokens. Does it make any sense?
Yep, that definitely makes sense. And how does the user go about validating their data? So do you guys validate the data on behalf of the user, or do other people within the ecosystem validate the data for them? Just to make sure that you're not getting spam data, I guess. Yeah, maybe I said that wrong.
For now, it's just my team validating, but I'm talking to a lot of people from the aviation industry because I know a lot of people there that are willing to start validating, and those contributors that are willing to participate as validators are going to have the chance to do it in exchange for points. Of course, they're going to have to comply with some requirements, like, adding information, valid information for a certain period of time, having their accounts also validated, the profiles, right? If you create an account and you validate it, and you upload your photo, and you are a person who interacts regularly, you can become a person who validates within the platform, apart from my team.
So, look, I personally think it's a great idea because, when you think of Bitcoin and Bitcoin's success in terms of having miners and validators and people being rewarded for mining and for validating and all that sort of stuff, I think this is a very similar concept except for aviation. And I think if you've got validators within this concept and you're rewarding them with tokens similar to what happens with the Bitcoin mining and all that sort of stuff, I think it's a proven business model that works. And I think, yeah, it's a really good idea that you've sort of probably unintentionally mimicked Bitcoin's business model. So I think, yeah, congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Thank you. And as you can see, the platform is working. I mean, anybody can go create an account, and you're gonna be start generating points. You can see that some people have added information regarding heliports, airports, flight schools. Where do you get this information from? You can get it from the internet. There are a lot of internet sources you can get this information from that are reliable. As long as you can provide a valid email address, website, working updated website, phone number where we can contact and validate the information, that's going to be enough for you to add it in the platform. Then as much information as you provide with, the more information you provide, the more the points you get. You have like airports, you can upload pictures, you can access the airport information and have all the data regarding that point. So it's all working. Everything is working here, and we are implementing more tools, more features. You can also have aviation stores, aviation events. So this is going to be, here's, for instance, there are no records for aviation stores now because we are working in the background here. Actually, we do have aviation stores registered, but you're going to see that the platform is going to be updating regularly with more and more information and stuff and features. But there's a lot of potential here because I'm in talks with a lot of people from the aviation side that are going to become part of this project. So now it's still very early because if you see our token, Platinum, it's at a very low price, similar, a little bit above the launch price, and it's a very low cap. Uh, my advice is that you should enter now because it's one of the best times before we start increasing in hold numbers and before the price goes further, way beyond the all-time high.
Yeah, so just looking at your all-time high, what was it? Was that? I've got the chart up. I'm just looking at the moment. It was, sorry, my math is pretty bad. Yeah, okay, so it was about 5x from pre-sale rate, which is a really nice pump.
And 8x from all-time low.
Yes, yeah,
But
that's right. It is too. Yep.
but you know what? This is a project for long term. If you check the chart, that all-time high happened 1 month later
Mhm.
from the launch. So if you people attending now are gonna ape in, if you're gonna purchase, uh, I recommend you take it easy. Understand this is long term. It doesn't mean we're gonna moon today, right? But eventually, we're going to go way beyond the all-time high. My plan is to take this project to at least $1 price, which is not that impossible. $1 for Latin F means 500,000 of market cap. So it is not that impossible. It's actually very possible to reach 500,000 of market cap, which would be like 10 times or even more,
That'd
way
be
more than 10 times.
that'd be 25x, sorry.
$25.
$500,000 market cap, like you said, is very, very achievable. The current market cap that I can see, um, unsure if it's diluted or not, is $19,000, and I think, yeah, 500,000 is a very achievable goal.
That's
Um,
at first. Actually, I want to go uh, to 1 million.
that'd be amazing to see a $1 million market cap. It's definitely achievable. I think, it's just a matter of spreading the word, getting the word out, and yeah, hoping that the market doesn't tank. Because since you've launched, the market's just gotten continuously worse, but seems to be stabilizing a little bit at the moment, which is nice. But yeah, it's good to see you're still around.
Yeah, we're staying here. We're here to stay, not to leave. Uh, no matter what the market does, we're staying here. As you can see, we've been surviving quite well, pretty decent, despite the terrible market conditions.
Mhm. Yeah, I think just to touch on your fair launch on Pink Sale, Seb. So you had the fair launch on Pink Sale in December, like you mentioned. You had all four badges, Seifu, Audit, KYC, Docs badge, and your project raised 30 BNB, 30 BNB fair launch, which I think is a really nice number and partially one of the reasons why um, you did five x on launch, which is pretty good. Um, yeah, in terms of actual the token metrics and everything like that, it all looks fairly standard. 60% the liquidity. Um, do you have any staking at all, Seb?
Not now, but that's actually what I'm going to implement before we go with the rewarding system. Now you can earn points. You're not going to earn tokens yet, but the points are going to be there. It means you're going to be earning points and accumulating, and once the rewarding system is implemented, that's going to be translated into the token. And in order for you actually to have access to the contribution, you're going to have to at least hold and lock a minimum amount of tokens, and that's going to be the staking. So you are going to actually have the chance to earn passive rewards while contributing. So yeah, that's going to be one of the conditions to earn the tokens, to be able to withdraw the tokens you earn from the platform.
That makes sense. All right. So you can be a validator, and then you can use that money. Yeah, you can have those tokens and then stake them.
Actually, people are going to have to, if they want to access some exclusive features, they're going to have to stake, I mean, lock their tokens for, let's say, 15, 30, 60 days. But at the same time, you're going to be earning, yeah, passive rewards.
All right. Cool. And then in terms of your, your project's buy and sell tax, all that sort of stuff, do you guys have any buy and sell tax, or are you a taxless token?
3 and 3, and I'm planning to set the buy taxes to 0.
Okay. And when will you be doing that?
Well, I think my first goal is to be listed on CoinMarketCap, which we haven't been listed yet. So I'm planning to generate more volume. After CoinMarketCap, I might be running a poll for community to decide if that's the best time to take those fees to 0. The buy fees for now, not the sell fees. Sell fees are 3%. It's a very low fee token. 3% to buy and 3% to sell.
Perfect. All right. And then going down to 0, obviously, once you start to get towards the centralized exchanges.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, you definitely need a bit more volume before you can get there. Hopefully
Exactly.
at the $500,000 market cap, you can get there.
Volume is the key. Absolutely.
Definitely agreed. Seb, is there anything else with regards to the project that you'd like to share with the community here that you might not have gotten around to sharing yet?
Not at all. I think everything has been said.
Are you happy to get some questions from the audience?
Sure.
All right, everybody. Whoever's interested in asking a question to Seb, please raise your hands, and we'll get through as many questions as we can. Please also make sure that your questions are short and sharp, and you ask one question only. Mudman, go for it.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yep, you sure are. How you going?
I'm fine. I know you guys open for million market cap, but do you have any plan for aviation school to make use of your token as school fee or any fee of the school? I think that will bring more orders and trading volume since your product is all about aviation.
I didn't hear your question quite well, but I guess you're asking what the plans are to get to 500K. Is that correct?
No, I said, do you have plan for aviation school to make use of your token as school fee or any fee of the school? I think that will bring more orders and trading volume since the product is all about aviation.
Yes, that's the plan. The plan is to actually generate a whole ecosystem with the aviation industry. But first, they need to trust, right? They need to build up confidence, it's a whole process. It takes time. Okay, we need to educate them. Most of the aviation people now are not very familiar with the decentralized market. So once they start getting familiar, once they start seeing that the platform works and brings a lot of traffic, yeah, the plan is to create the whole ecosystem where flight schools would actually accept tokens from potential pilots to enter their institution. Like for instance, paying for some flight hours or paying for a course in LatinApp tokens. Yeah, that would be amazing, and it's actually part of a future roadmap.
Thank you.
Good stuff, Modman. Cheers. All right. Emmy, how you doing, bud? Emmy, you there? If you need to leave the chat, we can't hear you, so maybe leave the chat, quickly come back in. All right, we'll pass up on Emmy. Who else we got? Ayush, how you doing, man?
Hey bro, is that audible?
Yep, audible.
All good, bro. Hey, I had a look on your website. Also, that I saw that your mini game will be live on mid of Feb, but I guess there is some delays. It is not live yet. Please, can you let us know why was there some delays and when it can be live?
Oh, the mini game, yeah, because the people who are actually taking care of the mini game is a company, right? It's a big company that issues mini games worldwide for different industries, like for aviation too. They have been building a mini game for planes, for people, for passengers who fly inside the plane. They can play their mini games, and they were getting more familiar with the cryptocurrency environment. They are definitely not familiar with it, so that's why it was not ready by mid-February, but it should be at least the first version to play shortly.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
No problem. And thank you, because this guy just, remind me that I should have mentioned the game. I didn't mention the game because I mentioned the main utility, which is the platform. But yeah, definitely, the game is going to be also another alternative to earn tokens. But now, remember that for that we need more market cap. I cannot release the play to earn right now. We are shortly releasing the game, but not the play to earn until we have increased the market cap. Okay, so you can earn tokens and withdraw. Now with this, the market cap of now that is low, we won't release the play to earn yet.
Yeah, actually, I was seeing your website on that time, so it was mentioned that it will be live on the mid of the February. So I just asked this. If you can update it, so it will be better. Thank you.
Did you get that, Seb?
Yes.
Cool. All right, sweet. Yeah, thanks, Ayush. Crypto Queen, go for it. Crypto Queen, you did have your hand up if you'd like to ask.
Dr.
Okay.
Bullish wants to talk as well.
Dr. Bullish, there's a few. Yeah, Dr. Bullish, there we go. Dr. Bullish, how you going, buddy?
King Kong.
Hopefully, that seems like a few people. Hey, Dimas, go for it.
Hello, Ciano. Thank you
How you
for
doing?
asking some of my question regarding Latin Aero project,
Dimas?
because it actually. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're just cutting out then.
All right, all right. Let me repeat my question again. It's pretty interesting because Latin Avero is a one of a kind project, which is basically an aviation, right? So I'm just want to ask, since the project is basically targeting America, Latin American, and one of the most, I don't know, is the most the main utility regarding the Latin Avero is the data to earn, which is it enabled the people who invested to be going earning some money or some token with the data, but I still doesn't understand because I'm still unfamiliar regarding the mechanism. Like, for example, if I'm going to be the investor or the holder and want to earn some of the token with the data to earn mechanism, can you please give me more detail? I know that you might be already explained it earlier, but I still doesn't get it regarding the data to earn. Thank you.
Thank you for asking. Firstly, is not Latin NAV token is not actually focused on Latin America. It's a worldwide project. So any part of the world is included, and you can actually double check that if you check on my screen. Just check my screen, and there's information from all over the world. So it's not Latin American focused only. It's worldwide. And the way investors can earn more tokens, apart from having the investments revalorized, because if we go up in price, you're gonna actually earn more money. But if you want to earn extra tokens with the platform, you can do it by creating an account. It's just simple as this. If you go to latinnav.app about section, is as simple as you sign up, you create an account, you add a landing site or whatever you wish to add. It says on the top of the page, you have a menu, and you can add a place. You can add landing site, a school, flight school or flight club. You can add aviation store, and soon you will be able to add events also. So you just add this. Oh, you gotta log in to add, right? So a login, you start filling in the form, right, with the information you get from the internet. Once this is added, we are going to validate it. And if it's successfully validated, you start accumulating points. And the more points you accumulate, the higher the reward is in tokens. Then you're going to have a dashboard where you are going to be able to withdraw the tokens to your wallet. Did you get it?
I see. So yeah, from the so this is the one mechanism for the, because I see that except beside of the listing side of the Latinov features, there are other type mechanism that we can use to earn some tokens. What sorry, yeah, I understand, and I appreciate it because not everyone is always want to have a capital gain, but also some kind of passive income regarding from every project. And because you also mentioned that this is a long-term project, I think it's pretty crucial that we have to know how we can earn a passive income for the next maybe few months or few years, and so that we can support the Latina project. Thank you for your great explanation, Latina team, and also thank you, Siano, for letting me asking my question.
Good stuff, mate. All right, who else we got? Chris, and then we'll get Kimpachi and we'll wrap it up. Chris, you there, buddy?
Siano, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, go for it, Chris. He dropped out. Let me try and unmute him again.
Siano, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So I see concerning the play to end game, that is the aviation game. I see you guys have two zone, the sea zone and the desert zone. Don't you plan on having some other type of zone, like the space zone, so that the game can also be real and fun? Or do you guys have other zone? Because I'm in your website, I'm seeing only two zones here.
I don't know what you mean by Zoom. I'm sorry, mate.
The gameplay, your gameplay, I see you guys have two zones. That is the sea zone and the desert zone. That is in a map where you can play the game. Are you guys not planning on having other kind of zone?
So you're saying that you see in their game that they've only got sea and desert gameplay, and you're asking if they're going to expand the maps to have other types of terrains?
In the game?
Yeah,
yes,
in the game.
Oh no! For now, it's gonna be just like 4 or 5 lands. But that's the game. Actually, is not what we will focus our efforts on. The game is just an alternative for people who are not interested in the platform. I know there are a lot of people that love play to earn, love games within the blockchain world. That's why I came up with the game, but actually the game is just a secondary complementary proposal, right? And if I succeed with the game, if a lot of people play the game and they start asking, requesting more features, of course I'm going to invest in the game. I have to pay the company, right? Because the game has been created by a game company. So yeah, I'm gonna just invest in the game and add more features. So that's going to strictly depend on what how investors behave. If I start seeing that investors are too like excited, stoked about the game, I'm gonna put money in the game, and we're gonna have like more options, more features, definitely. Yeah. But remember, main utility is the platform that you can see on the screen. That's for now the main utility.
All right, that's what I was asking, because you're kind of confused. Like, what was I saying? It was in your website. I saw it. Thank you very much, and thank you, Siano, for helping me to clarify my question.
Thanks, Chris. Cheers.
Would you like me to show you what the game is about? I mean, we can actually play the game.
Yeah, go for it. You may as well.
On my side, if they are excited about seeing the game, I can show you what the game is about.
Yeah, do it. Let's check it out.
All right. In the meantime, I can take another question.
Cool. Kampachi, if you want to ask a question, bud.
Thank you, Sharon. Hi there. Just curious question. Who is the buyer of the products that you are trying to use? The Latin app. Who will be the end user of it? Because assuming it will be limited to private pilot itself, because the Argentine or Brazil or whatever country aviation ministry will already be having access to all the files that you are trying to collect in a way. So that will be limited to private ones only?
No. Like I said at the beginning, actually, the end user is actually anybody. We have two type of people here: the aviation community and the crypto community, right? And both are comprised by a lot of people. Like the aviation community holds millions of people. It's not just pilots. When I talk about aviation, we're talking about people working in the airports, people working, not only the pilots, the flight attendants, not only people working to fix the airplanes, right, in the hangars, people from aviation services, everybody working, like the air traffic controllers, the control area people working to advise where planes should go. Everybody working for the aviation industry. That's the end user, and there are millions. People working in the flight schools. We have a lot of teachers, instructors, administration workers, people from the aviation events. A lot of people working to.
Sep, please. Yeah, I understand a lot of people are working with it, but the people you mentioned, the teachers, the who were in the reception and everything, they don't need such data, right? That which country has how many of the air bases or terminals that can land a plane or something. People who will actually be using the data to land a plane or whatever the reason is will be limited to certain private flight pilots, or let's say the people associated with the certain chartered flights, not the international borders.
Everybody will be involved, and this is just specific information regarding airports. We have events, stores, everything included. So everybody will be eligible to use that information.
The information people are collecting, as you said, are basically from the internet, right? Most of the time, and people can go and validate it is correct or not. But the information people are collecting are from the internet. Let's say I have some work I need in, let's say, the neighboring country. I can just search that as well instead of going to LatinNav and looking for the information there, because what already person is entering in the directory is already on the website, because that is the source of the information. So why would I take the extra step if all I have to do is go to the internet and collect data, which is already there for the same source?
But the data is not organized. I mean, that's our work, This is what I do for a living, and I live quite well from this because I have clients, and they need the data organized, right? We process information. It's not that you have just the information on the internet, and some information won't be on the internet. That's why I'm creating this platform, because there's a lack of information from non-commercial aviation. And when I talk about non-commercial aviation, it's not because sometimes when I talk about aviation, people think of the big airplanes, of the airline airplanes. But there's a huge community, like a lot of times bigger than the airline community, a huge aviation community behind the airlines, okay? People who fly for passion, as a hobby, small airplanes. I've got a license to fly one of those small airplanes. There's a lack of information regarding landing sites that are not for airline planes on the internet. That's why I built this platform, because people can interact. This way, it's going to be more attractive, more user-friendly for those people working on the non-commercial side. It's going to be more attractive for them to interact, to add information regarding the places where they work. It's not just that you go to the internet and you look up for it. No, man. This is a platform where all the information is going to be validated, organized, because you can go on the internet and you'll find a lot of information that is wrong, that is outdated. Our work is to organize, make sure the information is updated. No, it's a hard work, and it's not just that it's in the internet. Why would I need a platform? No, it's all the opposite. We need a place to organize the information where people can access and make sure it's reliable. That's the whole part of it.
Gotcha. Just curious thing. If you are collecting data that is off the map and maybe not be updated, don't you think it could be used by the antisocial elements in the society as well? Do something nefarious because, well, the data is publicly available now. So if anybody wants to do or something that governments don't want to share with public don't want to put in public domain, and because of the filling up directory by the users that locate something that might be or might not be, will not in a way sort of hinder the sovereignty of certain countries?
That's why the information has to be validated. That's why we are here to actually double check what you're just making us aware. That's why we validate information. It's not that anybody can add whatever they wish. It has to be validated, okay? And we're gonna make sure if it's eligible or not. And we're gonna have also a function within the platform for owners to claim the site that is added. And if they want to lock the site or to eliminate it, they will be able to. It's gonna be an option for site owners to be eligible to claim their site in the platform. Then they can do whatever they wish, as long as they can prove they are the owners, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything is considered here. Yeah. Your point is good. And we have already considered that.
I will hope more people see to it then that this token is very underpriced. It's a microcap for what it is offering. I hope it gets more acknowledgement in future. And thank you for your time, Seb and Shauna.
Thank you.
Good stuff, Compatri. And yeah, I agree. It's definitely a low cap and deserves a higher market cap somewhere, like Seb was saying, around the 500K mark. Even that's still underpriced for the tech that's being offered here. So yeah, guys, we'll wrap up the questions here. I know there's still a lot of people with their hands up, but I do encourage you to join the LatinNav Telegram and feel free to ask Seb some questions in that group. And yeah, definitely check out the project. I've got all the links pinned so you guys can check it all out in Whale Watchers. But yeah, Seb, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you for coming out here and presenting the project to everybody here. It's been a great AMA, and it's really good to see that you continue to build the project and you know, try to get the word out. And yeah, I'll let you say some final words for the community here, and we'll let you enjoy the rest of your day and finish your breakfast.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my project. Thank you for the space, for the time. And I want to thank you everybody for having joined. Feel free to ask all the questions you might have in our Telegram group. So I'll see you all there. And remember, this is a very good price to entry. We're going to start pushing the marketing. I think some of you already know that. From now on, this is our first, this is very important. Almost forgot to mention that this is our first promotional AMA since we launched. So again, thanks for your time. And I hope to be here in the future again.
Awesome, mate. Thank you very much, Seb. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll chat to you guys again soon. All right, catch you later.